Hi everyone, welcome here. My name is Taylor. If you're new here, so glad you're joining me. I have seen this video circling around the YouTubes and I wanted to give my own rendition of it. 50 things I don't buy. And it's basically just like talking about intentional purchases, and some of these things I'm going to share are things that my husband and I have just naturally not bought since we've been married, and others are things that we've had to be a little bit more intentional about and are maybe some more recent cutbacks. So there are a lot of things that we purchase and enjoy, but these are 50 things that we do not purchase and therefore do not enjoy. The first is candy. I have never been a huge candy person. I don't really like sugary Cabbage Patch Kids. Is that a thing? Sour Patch Kids. Cabbage Patch Kids are the dolls. The second thing is soda. I personally don't like it. My husband sometimes gets it if we go out, but we don't buy it. The third thing is alcohol. I have no problem with alcohol per se. I just don't really like it. I don't like the taste of it. My husband does sometimes, so sometimes he'll have like wine, but I don't buy it. That's something that he will buy for himself, and very, very, very rarely, so it's not really like a normal thing in our house. The next thing is gift wrapping. I just use bags from like purchases that I make at local shops, or even like takeout bags. Sometimes they come in like really cool paper bags. I'll just save them. As far as tissue paper, I just will like, I was the one that spent like 30 minutes after my baby shower folding all of the tissue paper so I could reuse it. The next thing is mass-produced art. I was an art major in college, so I literally cringe when I go into Hobby Lobby. I have such a value for handmade art and pieces, and buy something like this beautiful print that someone else has taken the time to make. So all of the artwork in my house is very personal to me, and I think that that is so much more meaningful. All right, the next thing, I don't know what I was doing with my hands there. Seasonal decor. Again, another cringe factor in the life of Taylor. You go into Michael's, you go into Hobby Lobby in like July and they have Christmas decor or like Easter decor, Halloween decor. So much cringe. The thought of like storing decorations for different seasons to me is just like so stressful. I like what I have in my house. I like it for the whole year. I don't want to like change things out. And then around Christmas, we'll get a little tree, get some little stockings, and call it good. Maybe a little bit of lights. That's all that I need. The seventh thing is greeting cards. They're like $3, $4, $5, $6, some $7 for one. I'd much rather, and I think it's much more thoughtful to like make your own card, and you don't have to be a crazy good artist. You can just write happy birthday or something, and it's so much more personal. The next thing is air fresheners. So I'm talking about like just for your house, for the bathroom, and for your car. The only type of air freshener I have is soy candles and this little essential oil spray that I made for my bathroom for like, you know, after you use the bathroom, you just kind of spray a couple sprays and call it good. The next thing that I don't buy is cable TV. The only TV we have is upstairs, and since we've moved it up there, we've used it 0 times. Instead, we'll just like watch something on our iPad or our laptop. Cable, I don't think I'll ever buy cable because I don't like commercials. The next thing is disposable napkins. If you watched my zero waste video, I talked about how we use linen reusable napkins, which we love, so I don't buy like just the paper napkins, and I save money by doing that. Following along with that is disposable cutlery. I just don't see a need to buy that because one, it's just a single-use plastic most of the time, and secondly, I can just do the dishes, or my husband can do the dishes. The next thing is Kleenex. Is Kleenex the brand? It's funny because my best friend always calls it Kleenex, but really I think they're tissues. We use toilet paper to wipe our nose, and that is that. The 13th thing is probably of no surprise, but plastic water bottles. I've probably shared this in like 5 videos now. We don't buy plastic water bottles. It's an easy way that you can cut back and save the whales. So, number 14 is household cleaning products. I just use my one Young Living household cleaning product, so I don't go and buy toilet bowl cleaner, shower cleaner, Windex, all that kind of stuff. I just use the one thing for everything, and it works great. The next thing is plastic bags. Instead, I use washable bags, and they are super convenient and easy to wash. The 16th thing is tinfoil and plastic wrap. Instead, I use beeswax wrap, which is the bee's knees. It's just seriously incredible. The 17th thing is cookbooks. I have a few cookbooks, which I'm happy about because I like them, but I just go on Pinterest. That's like a digital cookbook and I don't have to store things, so Pinterest is cool. The next thing is disinfectant wipes, kind of going along with the household cleaner. I just use my household cleaner spray and then rag to wipe down the counter and I'm good to go. The 19th thing is liquid hand soap. Instead, I just use the hand bar soap, and I'm saving a lot by not having to use the single-use plastic bottles that the liquid hand soap comes in. The next thing is diapers. We do use reusable diapers that I wash, and I really don't have a problem with it. I kind of actually enjoy laundry, so it's not a big deal for me. The only time that we buy diapers, which since we've had him, I've only bought 1 pack of diapers and he's 5 months, is when we go on trips. But on the daily, we don't buy diapers, we just use the reusable ones. The next thing is formula. I have never bought formula and probably won't. Thankfully, in the very beginning, I had a huge milk supply, so I have a ton of milk stored in the freezer. And secondly, I'm just breastfeeding, so we're good in that department. The next thing is something that I'm passionate about, is fast fashion, clothes, and shoes. I have mentioned this before, but like 95% of mine, my husband's, and my baby's clothes are from thrift stores. I just prefer it that way. The other 5% are investments that I will either buy on Mercari or Poshmark or get something that is from a small business. That's kind of how I like to view clothes and view shoes. Going along with that is number 23, cheap jewelry. I used to be someone who would just go into department stores and buy cheap jewelry depending on what mood I was in or what styles I was influenced by, and it would maybe last me 6 months before I'd have to throw it away because it would tarnish or break. And I've just kind of shifted my mindset in recent years in regards to like jewelry and fashion in general. I would much rather buy from brands that are great quality. Like, I really love the brand Analuisa. That's where these earrings are from. Actually, these are real gold. I forgot. These were given to me by my grandparents when I was 8. And they're just like these little gold studs. And then these ones are from Etsy, and I have a couple rings from Etsy and necklace from Etsy too. Yeah, I just have such a more appreciation for handcrafted things that will last and just have a lot more meaning to me in the long run. The next thing is shaving cream. I have not bought shaving cream in a few years. Instead, I'll just use soap. Number 25 is nail polish. I like my nails just as they are. My mom has like a gel kit that sometimes she'll do my nails. That's very rarely, and I don't buy nail polish on my own. Going along with that is getting my nails done. I get my toes done maybe once a year for fun to go with my friends. I know some people that's their thing, but like, nah. The next thing is makeup remover. I feel like this is kind of an unnecessary invention when you can just use soap and water and a towel. The next thing is hairspray. Hairspray is not something that I have ever bought that I can remember or use in my hair routine, and it just makes my hair feel gross, so I don't like hairspray. Perfume. I do not buy perfume. I just make my own perfume with essential oils and like coconut oil. And plus with like my baby, I don't want to like spray all these fragrances and harmful ingredients where he's going to be like all up in here, so I just opt out, and I've opted out of perfume for a few years now. The next thing is foundation. I have never been a foundation person. My mom doesn't wear foundation, so that's probably why, because I feel like we get a lot of our makeup inspiration from our moms when we're young. It just feels so like thick and cakey, and I like to be able to touch my face. Curling irons and straighteners, that's not a part of my like everyday hair routine, and so therefore I don't invest in them. Also, blow dryers. Have never purchased a blow dryer. Number 32 is cotton pads. If you saw in some of my recent videos, instead of cotton pads, I just use my breast pads, which sounds really weird to say, but they're so soft, and I feel like if you can use cloths for multiple uses, you're just getting so much use out of the item, and I love them and they're great. Tampons and pads. For that time of the month, instead of tampons, I use menstrual cups, which I was pretty intimidated in the beginning and thought they were kind of weird and scary, but honestly, totally doable, not painful, and they get the job done. Secondly, as far as pads, I am going to invest in some like period underwear, basically. If you've heard of the brand Thinx, that's kind of on my next like thing I want to invest in. So number 34 is mouthwash. I never really felt the need to purchase mouthwash when I brush my teeth and floss my teeth twice a day. Dryer sheets, instead I just use those cute little dryer balls that work great to get the static out of your clothes. You buy them once, and you can use them for years. Number 36, the thing I do not buy is fabric softener. Don't really have a replacement for that. I just don't use it. I don't buy it. Don't see a need. My clothes are perfectly soft without it. Bleach. Bleach is pretty harmful for your skin and for your body. So instead I bought from the brand Branch Basics this like whitening powder thing. And they also have a spray thing for like spot treatment that I have not purchased, but I would like to buy that. So I would like to use that, but bleach, nah, do not buy that. Don't use it. The next thing is amusement tickets. Now, if my son grows up and he becomes a toddler and is like raving over Disneyland, then of course we'll take him. It's not like we're against Disneyland or against amusement parks or against like cruise tickets, but that's just not like personally our thing. Instead, we'll buy like aquarium tickets, which we have before, or we'll go to the beach, which by the way, the beach is free and it's kind of more fun and less crowded sometimes than Disneyland. Number 39 is hotel rooms. We have, in our marriage, almost 5 years, we have only bought one hotel room, which like we split it with someone, so kind of wasn't really a full-on hotel purchase. Instead, we will bum on somebody's couch. No, really. Or we'll get a campsite, which are way cheaper, and camping is cool. My husband has car camped. Yes, you can car camp in like a Prius, which is what we have. Airbnb, we've gotten a couple Airbnbs, which we really enjoy Airbnb. I feel like you're much more immersed in the culture of a place when you get an Airbnb rather than just like a hotel room, which all hotel rooms look the same no matter where you go. So I'd rather get an Airbnb or stay with a friend or something than just get a hotel room. The next thing is entertainment subscriptions. And the only thing we do buy is Amazon, which I do enjoy Amazon Prime. So that I guess is a subscription, but like I know a lot of people that have just like all these subscriptions. I don't know, if you like it, it works for you, great, but we just prefer not to because it's pretty expensive and you can get a lot of free stuff at a lot of different places. Music. I don't have a Spotify subscription. To me, it's like I'm okay with the ads if it's free. Number 42, the things I don't buy is toothpicks. To pick out your teeth, you could just use your fingers or you can use floss. K-cups. We gave away our Keurig about a year ago, maybe. Instead, my husband got like all these fancy coffee equipment and he makes the best at-home lattes. So I don't know, I feel like it's so much better to like grind your own beans and press your coffee out. It's just like it's kind of like an art form, honestly. Just putting a cup in there and pressing the button. I guess it's convenient, but like it doesn't taste as good either. Number 44 is magazines. Do people even buy magazines anymore? I don't think very often. That's something we don't buy. I have maybe bought one magazine like ever. I was like, oh, this is so cute, I'm really gonna read it, and then I don't think I ever read it. So to me, magazines aren't worth it when most of the things are digital anyway. Number 45 is Tic Tacs and breath mints. This is not something that I will like naturally go and purchase. Sometimes we do buy chewing gum, but even that very, very rarely. Number 46 is lottery tickets. I have never purchased lottery tickets in my life, and I don't know if I ever will. To me, it's just a waste of money. You pay $20 for a lottery ticket, and then it's like the thrill of like, oh my gosh, am I gonna win? Am I gonna win? And then it's like, oh my gosh, I won $30, woo! But really, you only won $10, and I'd rather work an hour making minimum wage than like wasting money on a lottery ticket. That's just my personal opinion. Drive-through coffee. The only time that we do go out and get drive-through coffee is if we're like traveling. It's like a treat. We'll use our Starbucks gift cards or whatever and get something. My husband and I have a deep love for coffee shops. Like that's one of our favorite things to do when we're traveling. We'll just go out, sit there for hours, enjoy like a nice handcrafted drink, and that's just so much more meaningful, personal, enjoyable to me than just like making a habit out of going through drive-thrus and getting mediocre coffee. Number 48 is audiobooks. I love audiobooks, but I get them for free on this app called Hoopla. It has a ton of free audiobooks, movies, music, so I don't have a need to like purchase audiobooks when I get them for free. Number 49 is souvenirs. Again, the artist in me cringes over souvenirs when I would rather purchase something that I can wear, like a ring or earrings or a hat or something that I can incorporate in my life rather than just something, or even pictures, rather than just something that's gonna sit on a shelf and like I can't throw it away because it reminds me of that memory. All right, and lastly, number 50, the thing I do not buy is pets/pet supplies. We do not own any pets of our own. My parents do own 2 dogs, 2 goats, and a few chickens, so we do get to enjoy their animals. And my husband and I have talked about it. We don't know if we'll ever want to like get our own animals. For us, it's just the freedom that we have to just like pack up and take our kid and go travel, and that's something that's really important and valuable to us. So I don't know if we'll ever, I'm not gonna say never because we may, but I don't know if we'll ever get animals of our own. We're just kind of super simple people. Whew, that was a long one, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it inspired you a little bit, and I'd be curious to know what things that you don't buy, because there are things that I buy that you don't buy. So inspire me in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, share this video with all of your friends, and I'll catch you guys soon.